All right, boys. Trade recap, break even on the day. As y'all know, I shifted over to Lucid recently, and this is my first trade with them, and we ended up getting break even. Honestly, I don't think that I should have taken this trade. I was lucky to get break even, and there was an opportunity where I probably should have taken profit. I'll get into that. There was another entry that I was thinking about getting into, but honestly, overall, I do not think I should have traded for today. I'll tell y'all why. I'll tell y'all why when we get into the trade recap. Side note, I borrowed these AirPod Maxes from a friend, and honestly, like, bro, they're like crushing my fucking skull. And, bro, I like wired headphones better or AirPods better. These Maxes are a little just fucking annoying. Not annoying, but like they're suctioning my shit. But anyways, back to the trade recap. And bro, mentally, bro, I really just need to start going like full in with this trading shit. I feel like I've been half-assing it for the last like 2 months, and that shit just gotta stop from now on. Fully disciplined from now on. Personal lockout after every trade, win or loss, it doesn't fucking matter to me anymore. I'm just sticking to my rules, and that's why I feel like I shouldn't have traded today. I've been doing a lot of reflection, watching a lot of the shit that I used to watch when I was unprofitable, just trying to get back dialed into that mode again. Now, as a trader, we always go through rough patches like this, but for me, I feel like this rough patch has been a little too rough, and I'm not saying that out of self-pity for myself, like, oh my god, everyone feel bad for NC trades, like, oh fuck, he's like, he's not making money trading. Like, there's people with bigger problems than that shit. I'm just saying, like, I'm being a dickhead by not following my rules, and from there, like, it just can't happen. From here on out, like, it just genuinely can't happen. So that's why I feel like I shouldn't have taken any trades today because we didn't get any liquidity sweeps. Now let's recap. Okay, boom. Today was No News Wednesday. That's all y'all need to know about that, really. And let's get straight into the market recap. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So I did want to see some longs here, but also shorts could have happened. Really, what I wanted to see, I lied about that. What I really wanted to see was I wanted to see market sweep the London high and get a reaction out of it towards the downside. If not, I wanted to see us take out this 50-minute high and get reactions out of it. Now we ended up opening market on a crazy fucking candle right here. Peep this. Holy shit, right? And so we ended up after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes actually, we ended up forming this bullish value gap right here. And honestly, this is where I want to take my entry. If I'm being honest, this is the first entry that I seen. Bang, bang. But, 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 even though this would have banged out, guys, right? Even even though this would have been the fucking trade that would have really given us our first win on our Lucid accounts. What we need to realize here is where's the liquidity sweep? That's the base model, right? I want to sweep a liquidity. Where's the liquidity sweep? None. This shouldn't have been a fucking trade anyways. Just because we got retraced into a fair value gap does not mean that we're going to push higher. We did not get a liquidity sweep. So continue, continue, continue. And I don't even think we ended up getting a liquidity sweep on NQ. Also keep in mind there's no SMT on ES, so that's why I'm really not recapping ES. We ended up fucking invalidating the gap here, but I was on Apple Music, so I really got filled over here when I entered. Bang, we set our stops below this 1 minute for value gap, take profit at this 5-minute high. Again, no liquidity sweep. We ended up pushing into profit. Bang, 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 dancing around. And this is really where I should have took my profits right here. I'll tell y'all right here. Off of this candle is probably where I should have taken my profits. I mean, we did sweep about this 1 minute high. So, and this is also, instead of taking profits, I moved break even here. I don't know why I moved break even instead of taking profits. Also, if I took profits at this right here, we would have been at 1-to-1. So I had two opportunities to take profits off this bullshit ass trade. I didn't end up taking it. Also, I mean, I guess fair to say we didn't end up getting a liquidity sweep right here. So we did end up with the liquidity sweep that we were looking for, but I don't think I should have taken the initial trade because what's it called? But like re-entry wise, I mean, bro, this honestly would have been like wouldn't have been the worst trade right here. If I was to re-enter right here. I don't even know if this would have banged out, but that would have probably been a better trade now that I'm thinking about it. But I do think we would end up getting stopped out. Yeah. Yeah, wrap it up. So either way, we would have gotten stopped out. I ended up catching a break even there. And I think this is for many reasons why this trade wasn't a good trade. First of all, we didn't have any real like high level liquidity being swept out. If I sit here and think about it, right, I mean, the entire reason why I make these videos is to recap and journal my trades. And honestly, I think a huge problem is we already had these longs up here which were around 470 ticks. So why am I trying to target another 200 ticks after we move 400 ticks? If you catch my drift, right? That's why I feel like longs here really aren't like evident. And on top of it, right, we pushed up like, okay, look at the 5 minute chart, right? We pushed up for so long. Obviously, we're gonna want to retrace into like a 5 minute bearish for value gap. I mean bullish for value gap if we want to move higher, or like maybe even a 15 minute bullish for value gap if we want to move higher, right? So that's like, okay, we filled in this 15 minute gap down below, and now we're getting pushes out of it. So if we're gonna go up, maybe all right, I'm just gonna remove this for now and just mark out the 15 minute gap just to show y'all. So we do have this 15 minute gap within. All right, and just remember we invalidated this 1 hour bearish value gap. All right, and that 15 minute high is also useless just due to the fact. So now that we filled in this 15 minute gap, like uh really like right here and right here, we're still not getting adequate reactions out of it. So like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Now we ended up getting a sweep here and breaking structure. Is that enough for me to take the trade? I don't know. Maybe if we can get an inverse up here that we haven't been able to close above, maybe I could look forward to taking a trade here. All right, cool. Now where would we target? Instead of targeting like being stupid last time and targeting something so crazy, maybe right here is an adequate target. Is that a 1-to-1? Yeah, that is a 1-to-1. And then break even being like this high right here. I don't know. I don't even know if this is gonna hit. We might just get stopped out right here. Yeah, fuck me. That wasn't a good entry. But I mean, bro, this isn't even my macro time to be honest. I like taking trades between the first 30 minutes. That's when I really find the best entries. After that, I end up seeing that it's a lot of barcode price action, which is why that I always lock out my accounts after like 9ish, and that's why I also lock out my accounts after one trade because I really don't like the price action after. Uh, but that's really that. This is the fucking trade that we ended up taking today, which was fuck if I remember something like right here, like right here. I think it was like something like that. But we really ended up like getting filled here, something like that. I think yeah, it was like this. Yeah, something like that. But anyways, y'all catch the drift. Oh, it was really like that. Yeah, y'all catch the drift on the trades. Now I just want to come and get better and just keep getting better at this trading shit. And that's why I'm taking it more seriously and sticking to all my rules from now on. And just full recaps from here on out, honest recaps. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a good one.